Yo yo yo, it's your boy Luap. Last week we got an amazing Pokemon Presents by the Pokemon Company. I was expecting a main series game, which we got the Diamond and Pearl remakes, more news on Pokemon Unite, which we got none, more news on new Pokemon Snap, which we also got some more information on, and I was expecting a new spin-off title. And instead we got something even better, a brand new main series entry, Pokemon Legends Arceus. This game has a whole bunch of potential, and even better, it has a lot more significance for the Pokemon Company going forward, and that's what I want to discuss in today's video. Before we get started with that, let me know in the comments what you thought about last week's Pokemon Presents, and while you're down there, why don't you go ahead and tickle the like button, make it turn blue, you know, of embarrassment. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter as well. With all that being said, what does Pokemon Legends Arceus mean for the Pokemon series going forward? Let's start it off by getting the Fampi out of the room. Is it a main series game? Yes it is. And in fact, that's actually amazing, right? One thing people complain about is the fact that Pokemon rushes out a main series game out every year and delivers unfinished products. And hey, sometimes I can agree with that. What do you get when you have two main series games going simultaneously? You can have one release every other year, and in turn we get 2 full years to work on each one. For example, let's just say the odd years like 2021, 2023, etc. get your traditional main series Pokemon games. That is, we get a Diamond and Pearl remake, we can get the next generation, and possibly other remake games in these odd years. Then, on the even years, we can get non-traditional main series games like Pokemon Legends or Let's Go, something like that. This really provides an excellent buffer for them to work on games for a longer time and hopefully polish everything in a way that makes all the fans and newcomers enjoy the series for what it is. Personally, the only thing that I can say I dislike about the Pokemon games is when they don't include things in the remakes that were a big part of the originals. Like for me, as crazy as it sounds, what turned me away from ORAS was the fact that it didn't have a Battle Frontier. And I know, technically Ruby Sapphire didn't have them either, but it was so iconic for me in Pokemon Emerald. And let's face it, you know, I had like the Delta episodes. It could have easily just implemented the Battle Frontier, but of course it was probably a little bit hard or too late into development before they got to that point. But scrapping stuff that is very iconic from the remakes is just like something that's like my personal turn off of the Pokemon games. But besides that, I'm very easy to please. And yeah, this just makes a lot of room for more time to make the games better and rock polish the heck out of them. So hopefully it works out well. Now, this is a very huge and important part on whether the Pokemon Company decides to continue working on a series like this. Let's face the music. Ever since I was a kid, and probably most people my age, we have always wanted an open world Pokemon game like this. Of course, we don't know much about the gameplay or any mechanics, but just having an open world game where you can explore, catch Pokemon, and do things outside of the normality of Pokemon games, it truly brings a new look into the series. Something I truly believe is important is how well the games will sell when it's released. Like most companies, the Pokemon Company really loves money, and heck, I don't blame them. I love Gigamax Meowth as much as the next guy. From that, it looks like right now, everyone seems to be talking about the game and the fact that they will buy it. This is a really good start for them, and it would only turn bad if what they show in the coming months is just not very good. From the initial gameplay, the game looks incredible, and of course the concept is fantastic. However, the frames aren't the best, the towns are empty, and a whole lot of other things. I do know that the game doesn't release for at least another year, and probably more than that, but it will still be a better selling game, I believe. Anything new with the Pokemon always tends to sell well, and I just don't see how this game will not end up selling fantastic. By selling and setting a good precedent, we can almost guarantee at least one more entry in the Pokemon Legends series. How cool would it be going to other regions and learning about the history of said region that we don't normally get to experience or learn about? Alternatively, we can even go to the future of a region and see what the future holds for some of our favorite regions that we've gone to already. Will you be supporting the release of this game? I know I sure am. This game looks to introduce a totally new way to play Pokemon, and it takes place long before most Pokemon games that aren't spin-offs, if I remember correctly. With that being said, there is so much I want from this game, and I hope I don't get overly excited and ramble on too much. The Pokédex. So we know the Pokédex is kind of a new thing, and how are you supposed to register Pokemon in the game to learn more about it? I was thinking we can get scrolls and our character will draw the Pokemon that we catch basically, kind of like Pokemon sketching. That's right, I remember you, Tracy. Or like super crazy levels where we can actually draw the Pokemon like a small minigame. Kind of like how we saw in the beginning of the trailer itself. We can also see older Pokemon that aren't around in the modern day, that essentially went extinct. We see so many Piplups wandering around the region in the trailer, but when we get to play the game in the modern day, we can only find one, clearly they're now an endangered species. So I want to see more Pokemon that are endangered, quote unquote, now that were, freely roaming back in the day. Another thing we can see is different variations of Pokemon. For example, maybe this Pokemon had a different type in this time period, but over time it's adapted and changed its typing to better suit its current lifestyle. For example, maybe Abomasnow was a fire type before Mount Coronet was going crazy with the snow, but now because of the snowy environment, Abomasnow has adapted over time, and now it's a part ice type. We have seen it a little in the trailer, but I totally dig the idea of riding your Pokemon and flying on them and using them to climb the mountains. Let's flesh out the entire system altogether and make it as a primary source of transportation. Like, don't just have a Pokemon use fly and then just flies you automatically. No, I want to be flying. I don't want to, only be using Rapidash to run during this, little area. No. I want to be able to choose anywhere I want to and go with Rapidash. Of course, Professor Oak will be telling you not to do that indoors, and that's perfectly fine. But you can just go through the towns or through the mountains in your Rapidash if you choose to, or you can just go walking if that's what you prefer. That's fine too. But yeah, you can even use like your starter Pokemon, like if you pick Oshawott, use him to ride through the water and dive down to see other Pokemon that you've never seen before. Just thinking of this kind of gameplay gets me super excited, and I really hope that we can at least get one of these features. I mean, out of these, the ones that I'd prefer to have the most, of course, is truly being able to use your Pokemon outside of battle to ride, fly, climb, all that stuff. Outside of battle will be amazing because, that's like a perfect RPG element, right? So what would you guys like to personally see implemented the most in this game? Any features that I didn't talk about that you guys liked, or any features that I did talk about that you guys liked, let me know in the comments below. I really want to see your guys' opinions on, the Pokemon Legends Arceus features. To wrap, no? Okay, fine. To wrap things up, I really want to see what these games shape out to be. I'll try to set my expectations at a reasonable level. I find that most Pokemon fans lack in doing that, and it turns out to bite them in the butt when they don't get everything they wish for. Since this will be the first installment in the hopeful series, I sure hope that they make it well and people are willing to support it. I'd love to get origins of other regions, specifically Johto with its rich history and endless possibilities, but any region would be amazing. Let's try not to go crazy and have a wish list of a million things and just see what happens when we get more and more information about the game, okay? Are you guys going to buy and support this game for sure, or do you guys need more time and more information to make a concrete decision? I think I would like to give this game a shot regardless, but I'll be picking it up day one just to try it out. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys made it this far, let's comment Pokemon Legends Luap in the comments below so I know that you're a real one. It's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.